Good afternoon, respected jury and all fellow innovators. We are from Team Code Cosmic Coders, here to present our idea, Seasonal Credit and Insurance Assistant. So, before I start introducing our idea, I'd like to start with a small story. Imagine a small farmer, Raju, where his income is low and it's unpredictable because of the weather patterns in his area. Now, one night he has sown his seeds, but then that same night there was a sudden cloud burst and the seeds were washed away. He was not a bad farmer, but the situation has forced him into the situation where he could not go to the extent he invested. And in one more case, the sowing season has come up, but the bank said that it would take around 3 weeks to approve his loan. Now, by the time the loan is approved, the sowing season is already done, and he has lost an entire year wasted without sowing, without any harvesting. So we have come up with an idea that would take to approve loan in under 30 minutes. He would get a right insurance plan, a smart EMI schedule, and also real-time alert notification. Yes, sir. So here the major problems addressed are loan approval process, because loan approval takes a lot of time. They needs physical inspection of land. They need land record details. They also need farmer details, his loan previous loan patterns, whether he's able to pay or not, and lot of documentation which farmer is unaware about. Because of this financial illiteracy, farmers are facing a lot of struggles to approve their loans, and there's a lot of paperwork behind this loan approval process. But what if we use technology to catch up this delay? That is, our AI model will try to analyze all his history data from AgriStack database and from satellite imagery, where he'll be getting the crop health using NVDA. That is a technology where crops which are healthy will reflect more, and which are unhealthy which reflect less. And based on this data, they'll be getting to know crop health. This crop health data, land records data, farmers previous digital records, everything is analyzed by AI, and AI will predict the harvest crop yield, his crop yield, and whether he'll be getting the loan or not. If even though loan is approved, he cannot pay it on time because there are fixed EMI schedules, but rainfalls, weather, everything is uncontrollable. That's why he also needs another advantage of insurance, but they are not able to take insurance on time, right plan. That insurance plan is also suggested by AI itself based on the farmer details. And one more thing is, they need real-time notification. There may be sudden cloud bursts, there can be pest outbreaks, and many other reasons that are from real time, which are unpredictable. Please on that. That's a video of that farmer. So here, based on all that details, the farmer will be getting to know whether his loan will be approved or not. Even if it is approved, he can get a smart EMI plan which he can choose based on the harvest prediction, and then he can also get details regarding real-time notifications. There will be a rainfall, so better to sow the seeds in this month. Such examples will be given to the farmer, and additional integrations to our project would be native language. Farmer can speak in his own language. We can use NLP models like IndicBert or Bharat models, Whisper, etc. And using these NLP models, they'll be having a natural conversation just like a friend. After this, And they'll also be having a real-time notification whenever there is a rainfall, or based on NVIDIA data, they'll be getting whether crop is healthy or not, or any fertilizers needed to make the crop yield better as planned, as per plan. Rest of the session will be taken by my friend.
So, as my friend said, the solution is smart crop and insurance assistant. So, this the special abilities of our solution is online capability. Since this solution is this solution's main purpose is to help the farmers in the rural India. So, it is important to have offline support which works even without continuous internet. And another special ability is voice input. We have our solution is to make a voice assistant in the platform so that the it supports different languages that Indians speak, and through which it helps the farmers with low literacy rate. And here we can say our solution is first to combine the credit and insurance in one system, and it integrates the satellite data and IoT data, and it takes the alternative data scoring. And here, through which it helps and reduces several problems, like it reduces the 70% of paperwork, and it reduces the loan approval time, which in traditional system takes 2 to 4 weeks. So here are the unique features. First, the loan approval will be reduced from 2 to 4 weeks to 30 minutes through that by verifying the satellite data and the weather conditions and all the risk alerts. And next is it uses the modern technology like AI by analyzing the all those different parameters. And as I have said, it supports offline and works without internet, and it integrates insurance and crop.
So this product can be used. This product can be used as a website or an app that can easily be integrated using and can be used offline using some special tools and technologies. Through this, we'll be concluding our presentation. Any doubts? We are trying to design it, sir. These are predictions, sir, regarding the platform.
Okay, prediction. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We also have a prototype, sir. We want to demonstrate it, but
You can share it with us. We'll
Okay,
have
sir.
a
So
look at it.
this is for how many years you are projecting?
Sir?
How many years? Within how many
2
years?
years, sir.
Madam, any smart demo is there?
Yes, sir. There is a demo. No, sir. It's not in a video. It's a separate website we made.
Okay. Then you may share it with people. Okay, thank you.
Those interested you can share with them.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
From where?
Yeah. Cosmic coders.
From where?
Our next participant for the hackathon showcase is Gram IQ. May I request the team from Gram IQ to please come and present their showcase.
अच्छा ये हाँ ये सब दोनों एक ही जगह है यार
अच्छा है
इन्वेस्टर पीछे उठाइए they are all they developed ये solutions.
So they will tell me, but they may not have integrated agri-stack. Agri-stack तो किसी के पास नहीं है. We are the ones who got the first access to 1 lakh farmer areas. And we are creating
छोटी स्टेज पे है प्रोटोटाइप वाली नहीं है
प्रोटोटाइप वाली नहीं है.
हेलो सर हेलो मेरा नाम सचिन है. मैं एक किसान का बेटा हूँ नागपुर महाराष्ट्र से, और मैं और मेरी एक टीम बड़ी यूनिक प्रॉब्लम पे काम कर रहे हैं इस हैकेथॉन में, जहाँ पर जब फार्मर का क्रॉप ग्रोथ स्टेज पे होता है तब तक वो उसकी सारी कैश एग्जॉस्ट हो जाती है, और जब प्रोटेक्शन का टाइम आता है, जब पेस्ट अटैक होता है या इंसेक्ट अटैक होता है, he is out of the cash and he doesn't have a money to buy an input, and which incurred into losses of crop up to 40%. When he goes to the agri input shops, they for the credit, buying inputs on a credit, it often there is a markup, and sometimes there is a up to 40% interest rates as well. These local input dealers work. So we come up with the solution called buy now pay later. Whenever farmer goes to input shop and he wants to buy a input for his production of his crop, he can fill up one form on WhatsApp and get an instant loan, just like a Bajaj Finserv for the electronics, via WhatsApp within 10 minutes, where the cash get disbursed to the immediately to dealers, and he get a input in a lower cost and can protect his crop and save his crop by losing it, and increase his income as well. So basically, we are a Gram IQ, a startup, 2 years old startup, have 1,20,000 farmers already digitalized and using our Khata book for the farming. They does the farm level accounting with us, and we provide them a crop advisory service and other required information as well. So the way this solution is going to work is, as I said, it's a 10 minutes approval process via WhatsApp. So it makes super easy for the farmers. We also consider dealer inputs or a dealer remarks on the credit worthiness of the farmer, so that it kind of have the lower risks in terms of repayment and all of that. And it also considers the Gram IQ intelligence as well. It has a native languages, works accessibility on the WhatsApp and AgriStack integration and stuffs. Quickly, I'll help you the flow. As I already mentioning, a farmer visits the input shop, fill up the form. His details on the form on the WhatsApp get verified with the AgriStack. Dealer also gives the remarks on the WhatsApp itself in a different WhatsApp chatbot. And Gram IQ has his accounting details, his accounting habits, so that also adds up into the system. And whenever there is a certain score of the farmer, let's say 75% and above, loan get immediately approved, and farmer get the input is in hand, and the purchase of the input has been verified via QR code, so that money doesn't is leakages, that there is no fraud key. He is using the these loans for some other purpose. The purpose is very clear, buying the inputs, and there is a lending happen, and then there is a UPI mandates happen for getting the input. The idea is also to give him the monetarium period till he gets the harvest, so that he doesn't have a burden on the repaying that immediately. Because we know the crop, for which crop that production is getting used, we know his expected harvest time as well, and we can give a monetarium period for that. And since we have accounting details, we can send him the timely alerts for repayment, so that our repayment is coming on the time. These are the just a mock diagram for the how the solution works, how is going from the farmer to dealer to system and the lender to payment gateways. This is the architectural diagram of the same. And these are the technologies. We are using WhatsApp APIs to make it accessible. We are using fast APIs and Python to make it a scalable solution. And we are deeply integrated with AgriStack for verifying each details which they are providing at the farm level and land level, and immediate KYCs and rest other LLM models and Postgres. This is the cost assumption for the 10,000 farmer. Let's say ticket size of a 5,000 rupees or a 10,000 rupees we give. This will be an operational cost up to 600 to 700 rupees the per loan issuing cost. And these are the assumptions which I had mentioned. Quickly, you can take a demonstration of how the onboarding will happen on WhatsApp, and it can become a super scalable as well, because there is no app or nothing needs to be installed. Since we have already 1,20,000 farmers with the intelligence of the accounting and all of that, we can make it operational as quickly as possible. And these are also the benefits for different value chain members in the system, starting from the farmers to agri input dealer to manufacturer to the lenders. All of that has been shown here.
Yeah.
So that's my time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So Have you already integrated with AgriStack?
Every stack.
No, for this BNPL we are going to integrate, right?
Okay.
We are looking for the APIs from the because there are no open APIs currently.
Correct.
But that can add the super value add for issuing these loans. Personally, I'm a son of a 7-acre farm holder, and all my upbringing and education happened through the farm income. There were days when I used to go to college, and my father has to give me 4,000 rupees for a month. He used to have only 1,500 or 2,000 rupees. So I saw those pain. If you really solve the problem at the time when he needed the cash the most, is going to be super useful, because in the KCC, what is happening currently, utilization of the KCC for the agriculture purposes is extremely low. They use it for the some other purposes, right?
So
This is a purposeful loan.
So minus of that AgriStack integration, the rest of the platform is already ready.
Yes. Rest of the platform is already. You can take a onboarding demo as well.
So it is
once-
already in use. That's what you mean.
So Khata book is already in
Khata
use,
book.
right? Khata book and advisory things are already been used. BNPL will integrate once we get the AgriStack data and some
Banks
lending
already-
partner for doing a pilot. But for doing a pilot, we have a 1,20,000 farmer already associated with us, right? So that's a quick readiness you can see for going ahead.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Any other question?
That is it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Patil, for the hackathon showcase. Now, our next participant is Team Bite Me, and their product is AgriLend. Please give them a huge round of applause, please.
Hello everyone, this is Prabhas from Team Bite Me, representing AgriLend. So, when we are first solving the problem of the farmers, we saw the credit invincible trap. All the farmers who are in the rural areas don't have credit scores or CIBIL scores or not knew about them. So, we wanted to solve this trap through our AgriLend platform. So when we are going into the solution, AgriLend is an API first platform which is provided by AgriStack UFSI and also NABARD's ecosystem. Our innovative things include eShakti integration, FPO financing, and also a 15-day risk period, which we are calculating through our own wavelet model. I will explain it in the future slides. Now let's see the story of a farmer in the old age of beneficiaries. So Raju was a farmer who has 5 acres of farming land in Rayalaseema and has been growing mango and registering with the government for the past 5 years. But for the next crop, he has no credit left. So what he does, he goes to bank for the credit. But as you know, bank asks hundreds of documents and takes months to even get the land records to be inspected and everything. So what he does, he takes help of some people and applies for the loan, but it takes a lot of time. So he goes to a loan shark and asks for money for sowing the seeds because the monsoon season has been entered. But rain had other plans and the whole of the crop has been damaged and he is now under fully debt. So in the last resort, he turns to the insurance companies for his crop approvals and everything, but it takes hundreds of applications to be even seen. And he's still roaming around with papers after losing all of his land in the collateral with the loan shark. So let's welcome the new age, AgriLend. For solving this problem, we are giving an 2-stage process, how we are solving this problem. First, we have a credit decisioning system using the AgriStack data. Like basically, when you are going for a farmer, the credit score is unknown for the major of the rural household. So what we are doing is taking an FTS score that I will explain in the future slide. And we also have an stage 2 where we have an 15-day risk period and also insurance claim to the DigiClaim process on the PMFBY. So the stage 1 includes the FTS calculation methodology. We take product resilience, basically the satellite data, which includes NDVI data and also several other soil health parameters from the soil health test APIs, and as well as and behavioral discipline group data from if the farmer is registered in a SHG through the NABARD eShakti API, and also verifiable identity through the AgriStack UFSI. So this is the basic architecture of how it works. And the second stage includes dynamic risk assessment through our own wavelet method. And this has been accepted in this year's NUPC as well. So this is an thing which we have been doing from the past 1 year in the IIITB labs and has shown immense results over the IMD reports. The last 30 years of data, it can predict up to next 10 years in the annual rainfall and also provide any outputs for cyclone and drought parameters. Using this, when a threshold has been reached and PMFBY Digi claim process for the insurance is launched based upon the farmer's land area and also the crop production. So these are all the architectures based upon that, and we'll move a prototype demo which we have. So we have an zero paper onboarding from the AgriStack UFSI. Once the consent is taken and eKYC is being done, and we get the data from the AgriStack UFSI. So after that, the FTS score has been calculated based upon all the parameters mentioned there. Basically, soil data, and as well as how much land he owns, and also any if there are, and using that soil data, we predict how much the sustainable land is in the future and how much can be calculated through an ML model where you get your approved loan and everything. We also have an harvest aligned repayment schedule because the cash flow for the farmers is not like a fixed cash flow. So using the Kharif and Rabi sowing seasons, we gave an harvest aligned repayment schedule for the farmers. And we also have an 15-day forecasting, which I also already mentioned, with the DigiClaim process for the insurance. So there is a whole pipeline for the farmers from the sowing of the credit and also in the insurance purposes. So we have an SHG through the NABARD eShakti API. This is not included. Once we get the access of the API, this can be done. This is an initiative which we are proposing for the FPO and group loan processes based upon the SHG's performance over the previous years. So we also have a WhatsApp bot to basically onboard the people. And after that, the whole process is done on the Kisan Mitra app, which we provide as well. The whole 15-day to the insurance claim process. So this is the lender side, so that how many auto sanctions has been done of the loans. All the loans will be done under 30 minutes process time. This is a lender side where you can see the rainfall data and also if there is any crops or droughts in those areas, so that the lender gets an easy idea of it. So this is also an STP protocols and everything. So any questions?
Good. Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think we've seen different work. Only thing is, you said harvest yeah. It's not necessarily that bankers like right? They always want very structured payment schedules naturally, right? So how do you convince the bankers, or do you have any bankers who are willing to take on that kind of a risk?
No, as of now we don't have anything. But the main thing which we got this harvest repayment schedule, harvest and repayment schedule is the farmers don't have a cash flow in the other months. Sorry. So if you are forcing them to pay on those months, it's the main reason which is causing through the suicides. And
No, I understand the justification.
Yeah.
I'm only worried whether lenders will buy this idea or not. I don't need to be educated on that because I'm in your side,
Yeah.
on your side. But the problem is we have great technology, great minds like you working on these solutions. But are there lenders who are willing to actually accept this logic and perhaps structure loans to make sure that the farmers use this technology and in fact use the loans eventually? That is the real problem, in my opinion.
I think you can take this
Yeah.
question, but you can look for answers and respond by
Yeah. But that's an established product, but I don't think in agri it has been established yet. Yeah. Exactly. That's the whole point. Yeah. True. Yeah. Yeah, sir.
For every trial for agricultural, say crop loan, 1 year period is given. For harvesting or for selling.
That is KCC, sir. Only for KCC. He's talking about any loan product. It doesn't have to be only KCC doesn't fulfill all the credit requirements of a farmer. Yeah. But then it has to be very crop specific. It has to be geographic specific. Is that all that algorithms built in the bank systems?
For discussions a little today, because right
Sure,
now
sure. Please.
we are evaluating these proposals.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yes.
Sorry.
So this
Thank
is a
you.
part of the hackathon. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, team. And thank you, sir, for making my job easier as well by making that announcement. I would love to request the next team, Adverisk, to come and present on stage. Can we have a round of applause for them, please? Thank you.
So we live in an incredibly complex landscape, right? Lending to the agri sector. I'm sorry, you're able to hear that. So yeah, so I was telling that we live in an incredibly complex landscape when it comes to lending to the agri sector. Over 50% of the country's population is directly involved in agriculture. A little more in case I look at the indirect side as well. So the problem that we are trying to solve for is the very essence that the farmer faces when he comes for agri lending to the public sector units or formal banking institutions. That is approaching the banks with the documentation that he wants to collateralize or provide to prove that he's a farmer. So banks and the agriculturalists both face a similar kind of a situation, because either the document is not available, that's the only collateral that he has got, so he safeguards that with all his life, and providing that to the bank also faces issues with regards to the readability of that particular documents. At most instances the documents are not readable. So what we are trying to solve for is the fact that we make it very accessible to the lending institutions to go through this very documents that they keep as hypothecation or collateral. So we come out with 4 set of APIs. We use named entity recognition plus OCR to read through this documents and make the ground level staff's job easier. So the 4 APIs that we have available with us is the land record API document, the name match API document, the name match API, the auto computation of missing values, and bulk validation. So what it does is it reads through the entire document. The documents are usually in regional language formats, provides the data to the banker in a transliterated format, and provides accurate values to the banker. So despite the agriculturist coming to the bank, having the document there or not there does not become an impediment to him getting a loan. And this solves the issues for the bank because a lot of land related issues are provided to them in a format that is very readable and accessible to them. So we read the entire set of documents from the state agri databases, provide the output in a format that the bank requires it in or the financial institution requires it in, and in case there are corrections that banks require, our APIs help the central nodal units of the bank to skim through and make sure that the corrections are taken care of. So this helps in a lot of instances, like for example, in case of agri gold, where there is a tenant farmer. So in case the tenant farmer does not have the document of the landowner, but still he is eligible for that particular loan, we help the bank retrieve the documents from the state databases, and it makes the financial institution job a lot easier, because there is obviously a very big social obligation that the banks carry. And So this streamlines the entire process for the bank. So it cleans up their existing data. It makes sure that they get the data in the format that they require it in, and it makes sure that there is no impediment with regards to any central unit or the state unit to read through that particular data. So our solution, what we do is we use NER plus OCR to make sure that the document becomes readable in English language format, so accessible to everyone, and the data is standardized and provided to the financial institution. So these are the wireframes that we have. For example, the land document here is in Hindi, probably from the Madhya Pradesh state. So this is the land document. We transliterate the document, provided it in the standardized format. Each state has its own land formats. So convert it into a standardized hectare acre format and make sure that the bank's data sanity remains intact. So largely that is what it is at. And also during renewals, in case there are any red flags, in case the bank's charge is not reflecting in the state record in the SRO database, it makes sure that the red flags are also flagged off to the financial institution. So these are the technologies that we used, and largely, yeah, that's it. Yes, sir. So what happens is now going to the ground level. So the issue that we face is that in the same village, we have people with multiple names. There might be a replication. So and land documents are very accessible. It is public data. So people can make a copy of the same document. So what we propose using the Agri Stack is the validation and authentication of the person itself. So the Agri Stack also uses an additional layer where they use Aadhaar to identify whether not only does the holder of that particular land. So in a same village, there might be two Venkateshwar Raos. So the person who is coming is also the authentic owner of that particular land. So on top of providing that very document that they struggle with, and in most times which is not readable, we also make sure that the data is authentic and is provided to the right person. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, for an amazing showcase. I would like to invite our next participant, Yashashwini Sundarshanam, for the hackathon showcase. This is the button for the next slide. This is the one for the previous slide. This one for front and this one. Exactly. Okay. The microphone is on. You can adjust it.
Yeah, sure. So, namaste, respected judges and mentors and today's innovators and my fellow innovators. Today I am not just a pitch project. I just here to speak about 40 million tenant farmers whose voices are missing in India. So in financial system. So every season they sow seeds. Every season they take risk, but they when go to bank, they hear only one sentence, that is आपका नाम में जमीन नहीं है, loan नहीं मिल सकता. This is the problem shown bold in the page deck, where tenant farmers face severe barriers in accessing farmer credit because they lack land records. So, but today we change that. So, we present Dakti Krishi Sahayata, where the solution built against a NABARD challenge and built entirely for the Indian most powerful agriculture agri stack. So, the pitch deck clearly state that this is agri stack gap, where we fill the digital divide that keep tenant farmers out of the system. So our mission is simple. We close the gap permanently. So the vision of our dream is that every farmer, landowner or tenant has digital identity and verifiable existence and a fair credit and agri stack which help us to make the dream real. So we will see how it works as a Dharti Krishi Sahayata. So farmer, when farmer is registered, so it uses using an agri stack farmer registry. So no land documents needed, just an Aadhaar linked digital consent and captured via farmer registry infrastructure. So data fusion, where we can see powered by agri stack APIs, we combine land parcel and also maps, crop sowing data and geotagged field activities for the AgriStack ID. Together, we NDVI health metrics and weather risk for monitoring for the risk data. So, tenant farmer, where credit score is based on a dynamic real-time credit score were generated with the land ownership. So, digitally pathway where loan get trusted, verified by geotag and no guesswork. Like we have in nowadays, the loan approvals would be takes weeks or months. It will take some minutes to approve for this. So why this matters? Behind every NDVI, every score is a farmer waking up at 4 a.m. behind each land. So each land and a parcel map in the family depending on one good harvest. Behind every credit score is dignity that has been denied for decades. So Datti Krishi Sahayata gives the dignity back to the farmers. And what is the impact for this is our solution unlocks fair credits like loan based on data, not land papers. So where we use real time agricultural intelligence as well as scalability of districts and states and empowerment for India's most invisible farmers and also data driven financial inclusions. Before I wanted to say that farmers are our backbone. So before I wanted to close it, this is not just an application. This is an India's first complete AgriStack powered tenant farmer credit system. So it in India can give every citizen a digital India. Why can't we give every farmer a financial identity with NABARD support? So Datti Krishi Sahayata can become the national model to ensure no farmer is denied and credit just because they don't own land. Let's build a future where every farmer stands tall, dignity verified, and financially recognized and truly empowered. Thank you, Jai Hind.
See, I have just one question. AgriStack is a database of farmers
Yes.
who own land. So you started off well by saying that you want to close the gap.
Yeah.
So how you're not addressed that part of the issue? Tenant farmers will not have any visibility in the AgriStack, isn't it? So how are you going to capture that?
Through AgriStack API.
But if I am a tenant farmer, my data will not be there in the AgriStack.
Yes, that's the only reason they doesn't have an API or they doesn't have a land. Who doesn't have a land? They also are willing to do a land farming. So we are giving them an opportunity to this.
Interesting. What is the source of your information regarding the 40 million tenant farmers in the country?
I made a research actually.
How? Where did you come across this figure?
Through one of my farmer friend. So who is owning his land. So is facing a lot of issues. So that's the reason I have made a small research on this. So I made it as 40 million tenant farmers who are facing the same issues in this present.
See, the moment you use the satellite image and try to link with the AgriStack data, so based on the long and latitude, see that land may be belonging to somebody. Okay, the tenant farmer must be using that land for cultivation. Okay, so in fact, AgriStack data will be, owner will be somebody else.
You
For
are
the same piece
asking
of
about
land.
fake that fake person.
No, I'm talking about the real situation. Like if you take an image of the crop, standing crop in a field, so if the tenant, if he is really a tenant farmer, then he must be cultivating on somebody's else land.
That
So the
doesn't
land-
happen because we are digitally concerned with the Aadhaar card, where his ID and everything is captured. Thank you.
Thank you, Yashashwini. I would like to invite our next participant, Cred Harvest, to the stage, please. Can we have a round of applause for them?
Hi everyone. First of all, thanks for giving us this opportunity to speak here on the idea that we have. So I'm Akila, and I have around 3+ years of experience in AI and ML. And today we are presenting the idea called, AgriStack based AI credit platform, where we are going to use the AgriStack data as our main database and get the farmer details and onboard the land documents and everything. And we are going to perform OCR and real-time analytics on it. And we are going to combine traditional ML along with the LLM based approach. So for the traditional ML, we are going to use the historical data to train the model and use that in the inference mode. And for the LLM based approach, we are going to use whoever the farmer that has uploaded their details. And along with that, we use this traditional ML model to get the credit score of the farmer. And all of these details we are going to pass to an LLM to reason why the credit score of this farmer is like this, why the land, how is it impacting, what is his land credibility, what kind of soil, what kind of crop he is cultivating. And we are going to have ecosystem integration as well, like the mandi prices and how fast he can repay the loan, all of that.
So apart from the existing lenders, this is moreover an end-to-end APIs farmer-centric model, which actually helps in decision taking and also a seasonal repayment policy creation. And we have a workflow model for this. Yeah. So we start with onboarding of farmers, where we collect the farmer information and get the farmer details through AgriStack. And through it, we run it into our data enrichment models, which processes the data and create an AI-based credit score, which is helpful for deciding whether the farmer is eligible for the whether the farmer is eligible for the credit or not. And after this, if the farmer is eligible for the credit, we also process the documentation of the farmer and make it happen. And apart from this, we also support after the loan, where we monitor the alerts and
Alerts are the dashboards basically where farmer can see his whatever the crop health is currently happening and how he can use this to basically repay his loan. So this is the architecture. It's basically we use a front end platform where we onboard the farmer, and from the back end we have already a pre-trained ML model which is used which is trained based on traditional ML like XGBoost and other algorithms, which we use the farmer data to inference. And once that is done, we also have the document layer where we use OCR like Tesseract and Easy OCR to extract the documents contents. And we use this credit score and the farmer details along with the OCR documentation and give to an AI reasoning layer where we use the generative AI. As I was saying, we use like a LLM model to make sure why the credit score is like this and how the farmer can the repayment options and all of that we can we can do that with this layer. And all of this is based on our main APIs like AgriStack API and weather API and mandi prices and everything. And apart from that, we have the bank dispersion layer as well. So with that being said, I am open to questions. Thank you. No, like actually we registered like 2 days before and we built the PPT and everything. But we are interested in developing this. Like if we have enough resources, and the API for AgriStack is like the main, thing for us. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, team. I would like to invite our next participant, Utkrishi, to come on the stage and present their showcase.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rishi Kudare, co-founder and CEO of Utkrishi. So it's a platform powering agribusiness efficiency and farmer financing. So we have heard various product showcases and have already identified the problem statement. So at the heart of these rural economies are agribusinesses like farmer producer companies, agri food processors, exporters, traders, APMCs. So most of these agri enterprises operate with very unstructured records, which creates inefficient workflows also. The reason why I'm highlighting this is so far we have heard about the problems that farmers face, but at the same time, the challenge that lenders have to be able to extend timely loan, which is not having access to verified data about the farmers' transactions. So, which is where our agribusiness efficiency solution, AgriFlow, comes in. It's a comprehensive ERP system built specifically for agri enterprises. It is not only an inventory tool and account keeping book, it's a complete business management engine. It helps businesses from maintaining farmer records, mapping farmlands for traceability purpose, accounting included. So this AgriFlow solution won the National Agri Innovate Hackathon by NABARD last year. I'm here to present our second solution, which is Credit Link. Credit Link is a farmer credit cycle management solution. Where do I point this? So instead of doing the credit scoring with fewer parameters and doing the risk assessment only one time, Credit Link offers complete farmer credit cycle management with profiling, readiness, and monitoring in a cycle. How that works, I'll be able to explain on the next slide. So in credit profiling, we have a proprietary credit lens AI model, which gathers data points from AgriFlow, which covers the transactional points. AgriStack points will give us a land and cross-specific data. Our credit readiness tools, which are essentially very user-friendly loan application tools and chatbots that we have built on WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger. This credit profiling will not only tell us whether a farmer is credit worthy or not, whether the loan should be given yes or no, with positives and negatives impact of that decision. And if loan is to be given, then up to what amount that loan should be extended. Loan application could be worth, ask could be for 5 lakh. But looking at all the farmers' transactional details, asset ownership, our model may suggest that the credit worthiness is up to 3.5 lakh rupees, or you can extend loan for 5 lakh. So all those parameters and results are provided in credit profiling. Once loan is disbursed, our last leg of this cycle, which is credit monitoring, also helps lenders to track on track and off track loan applications, depending on whether the best agricultural practices are followed or not, whether timely uh, uh, fertigation is done or not. Next slide, please. I have already mentioned this. Go ahead. So, talking about the data points, AgriFlow provides most of these financial transaction data points. We are already working with several FPCs, agri-food processors. One of the biggest sub-segment that has come across is an APMC. So we have built a solution which is first time in India. It's a completely integrated solution for APMC, not only for their internal operations, but all the traders who operate in that APMC premises. So it's a complete digital. Okay. So on AgriFlow, we have about 2,20,000 farmers providing their transactional data, and AgriStack data will definitely help us expediting the loan application and approval process. We had been looking for this data point for the past several months. We had approached Sankhiki Vibhag in the Maharashtra state government. But now it is available, so it will give us data points about the land ownership and also the crop specifics. Recently, Maharashtra State Agricultural Department has also announced Maha-Agri AI policy. Sorry. Thank you so much. Can I just make one point, sir? So we have already completed first pilot with one of the biggest FPC in India, which is located in Nashik. We have approached several banks, PDCC, Bank of Maharashtra, Axis Bank. So they all point out that this will definitely help expedite the loan application and approval process, but the missing link is the transactional data, which will help them to extend the loan amount also. So that is one point which was not discussed, which I wanted to highlight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I would like to request the next team to come and present on the stage, Team Gladiator.
Yeah. So hi everyone. So today we are going to talk about our idea. Before that, let me talk about the challenges that small farmers face when they try to take loans, formal credit basically. So there are many problems like long processing, then heavy paperwork, and insufficient credit score credit score history that they have, that makes us difficult for them to actually get credits, which in turn results in uh, uh, agriculture based lending more inefficient currently. Yeah, some brief about the. Yeah. So our Krishi Score AI basically bridges the gap between farmers and lenders by providing a intelligent credit assessment system that we will do using artificial intelligence, uh, that will let lenders to make quick decisions when to give loans whether the farmer is eligible to get loans, if not why, uh, and if yes, what are the reasons. So this will in turn help in speedy loan disbursement process. Yeah. How Yeah. So opportunities. Before going to opportunities, let me talk about talk about how we will integrate AgriStack in our solution. So AgriStack already provides us data regarding to farmer registry, crop details, land details, which will in turn. Say next slide. Huh. How credit AgriStack will help us. So in credit assessment facility that we are providing, that is the main feature. We will get that using the AgriStack APIs that are there, from where we will get results about farmer registry, crop details, land details, which will ingest into a model that will predict the credit assessment. Other than that, farmer pre-fill and KYC automation. So we have made a demo here, MVP mobile app that we have, from where the farmer logs in and they don't have to fill up much details, because already the data that is already in AgriStack, that they can that will populate there itself. So it's a yeah. So other than that, hmm, yeah, let me show the demo. Yeah, this is the Krishi Score app that we have made an MVP. This is a mobile application basically, where farmer ID, you need to provide farmer ID. If you provide the farmer ID, it will let you log in. How farmer ID is being authenticated, whether the farmer ID is legitimate or not, it will check with the AgriStack API UFSI based system that is already present. From where it will check authenticate. If farmer registered, it will give you a credit score. Credit score is calculated based upon metrics that are already available. Based on that, we will get the credit score. These are the dashboards that they will have, so, like for stable mandi prices. So as we know that AgriStack, uh, we have enam portal, national agriculture management is integrated with AgriStack. So from there we will get stable mandi prices, and not only stable, volatility of the market price. From there we will get regarding, yeah, then loan history. Okay, apply for loan. Yeah, yeah. In this section, it is already auto-populated based on the crop the farmer is growing, the size of the land he has, and the shared amount he can change. Yeah, these are the details. And if, yeah, and based on that, if he clicks on get offer, he will get a summary of approved amount that is legitimate, that he should get. Which lenders can also change. We have a lender dashboard also that we will show later. Seasonal repayment schedule. Here, as we all know, seasonal repayment is required. Yeah. Yeah. So if we get the proper AgriStack APIs, we can build this. We have shown it here. The one small lender dashboard demo, if I can get, this is the app that we have. We have lender dashboard demo where lenders can show, okay, these farmers have given the credit score. These are their scores, and based upon that, should I approve this loan? Should I not approve it? Or whether and all the life cycle management of the loan process can be handled from that lenders dashboard. Yeah. Uh, huh? For now, the data that we have are basically dummy. We don't have API, but for uh-huh. By transaction history, we mean the repayment, like when he has paid.
So, no. Past history from where will you get?
Yeah, that's
Which API?
actually we AgriStack doesn't have that. Financial details are very rare to get, but this is just a demo that if we can get access to that data and if we can provide it, then it's a good approach. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Team Gladiator. I would like to invite our next presenter, Mr. Timanna Gowda from What's Loan, to kindly showcase their hackathon.
Hi, good evening. When you get the innovators who don't know the regulatory environment and banks, it's easy to innovate. But when I spent 20 years in banking and have worked with all of you, including NABARD and Gramina banks and public sector banks, it is hard to imagine. I have to work within the regulated entity environment, and we have worked. I've worked with banks. I was working for a bank. I worked with banks. Now we want to work for the farmers. We have created proprietary models of lending, digital lending, and which under ULI as delivering Kisan Credit Card, one of the simplest products created by NABARD way back in 1998, in 3 minutes. And we want to, that is a proprietary model. If I build it for X bank, it stays with X bank. I have to build for Y bank and Z bank. Right now, we want to see that can we create a digital financial identity on a blockchain? If you don't like blockchain, let's call it as DLT, right? So can we put the power back to the farmer, or the borrower, right, and the household? So farmer is not just a farmer; he's a household, and he's got a consumer borrowing needs. He's got MSME borrowing, small business borrowing needs. He's got a agriculture borrowing needs. How do we consolidate a farmer's son or daughter who are working, and some family member, doing a business? How do we consolidate them into one single family identity or individual financial identity? We are talking about digital financial identity on a blockchain here, where we can take all that KYC. We use a DigiLocker for KYC. Then we run the bureau check immediately. Then we get the land access through ULI or outside of ULI. And now with AgriStack and AgriDSS or Krishi DSS, can we enrich that and give that? Today we have a Swamitwa card and the various tools. Look, can we consolidate and put a passbook or a identity, one single unique identity? Today we have Aadhaar, it just establishes that person is a person. But can we make him, when he walks into the bank, he just gives a 12-digit number, and the bank just looks up and said, hey, I all your information. And this particular information not updated, and he just clicks on that, it goes back and updates it. We are looking at a digital financial identity and a loan marketplace. We have heard about Bank Bazaar, Paisa Bazaar for consumer lending. But have you heard about Agri Loan Marketplace? Can we put that out so that the customer can just walk into a Gramina bank or a PAX or a public sector bank or a private bank? Why should he care? And let the banks compete for that good business, once customers self-qualify. Today we call it as KYC. And even senior bankers, when they go to the bank to do a fresh KYC, they will also sweat it out. Something will be missing there, right? Can we convert that into KYS? Know yourself before you go to the bank. You should go with the confidence to thump the table and say that I am good and I know what I am, and can I get a loan? Why are you saying no to me? To do that, we want to build a digital financial identity, working with NABARD, using the Krishi and Agri DSS or AgriStack. Land records are available, identity is available, bureau is available, banking transaction is available through account aggregator. All that we need is a concept, acceptability, so that we can create a registry of farmers. Because today we have fruits in Karnataka. They've already organized everything about I can be one of the family member and I can register all my family members, and all the lands are aggregated. And another thing, we have a problem of name matching. We know that some of the states have already, seeded Aadhaar into the land record. That's not available to me. If that can come through AgriStack, and I can just call and say auth, Timanna as appearing in Aadhaar, Timanna as appearing in land record, is it the same? They don't have to confirm, give it back to me, in name full and all. They just have to say, yes, it belongs to him. So with this, we want to start with this, build on that. We have all the ingredients. We have 90% ready. We just need an approval so that we can go ahead and build this. Any questions?